why not? Keep going. You know what I'm saying?
Mm,
You know?
no, it's just for January for me. But good after that.
Man, we haven't done one of these live shows in a minute, man.
We really haven't.
Yeah, but it's been a minute, man.
Hopefully, it's like riding a bike.
You know what I'm saying? But I mean, as always, our folks be late. You know what I'm saying? As always, man. They trying to call, use their PTO time,
Are
calling
we on?
in, calling in 15 minutes, 30 minutes for PTO.
Okay, I was about to say, are we on YouTube too? I just wanted to make
Yeah,
sure.
yeah. You see the YouTube notification?
Yeah, I saw it.
All right, cool, cool. Yeah, man. Happy New Year, man. Happy New Year 2023. We made it. You know, your boy JC. You see Lee the teacher, man. We waiting on our other co-host, Brandon and Sharita and Jasmine. You know, like we talking New Year resolution and all that. You know Jasmine. All right. She can make all the resolutions she wants. She gonna be late. That's what she do. She gonna be late to her own funeral one day, man. You know what I'm saying? We
She
gonna be
like,
there waiting on. Yeah.
I died.
Right.
Oh, 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 oh.
Right. Right, man. You know what I'm saying? But it's all good, man.
I'm a flage like this. You see the house in the background.
Yeah, but I see you doing big things in the new year, man.
You know that
You
teacher
doing
money.
big
That teacher
things.
money real.
I see, man. Memphis City School is paying you pretty good. They paying you pretty good. Yeah, man. But but yeah, man, we got a lot to talk about, man. It's like there's been a lot going on the last few weeks, man. You know,
Last few weeks, last few days,
yeah, yeah.
2023 didn't waste any time being on
Did
social
not waste any time making itself known, man.
media.
Definitely, man.
Unbelievable.
Like I said, we're gonna talk about the events from last night. Gangsta Boo, man. Gangsta Boo gone. What in the
I've
hell, man?
when I heard about it, I felt so terrible because I told you my gangsta boo story, right?
You did. I remember that. I remember that.
So that's my memory of gangsta boo is
I
that
remember
terrible
that.
story.
I remember that, bro.
I mean, regardless of the fact that I didn't know who she was, like it was still fucked up.
Definitely. Definitely, man. Like how? Hell,
I
bro.
tell I was t I get like I can't tell anybody that story anymore. I can't tell. I might get jumped. That's it. It's over for me now.
For real, man. That was too funny, though. That was too funny, man. But yeah, we gotta talk about that, man. We gotta talk about man, like I said, so much, man. Barbara Walters gone. R.I.P. Barbara Walters. You know what
Icon.
I'm saying? They took Barbara Pele gone, man.
Pele.
They just
Uh,
they checking on out of here, man.
what else? You know what? Look, they tried to take they trying to take Hawkeye from the Avengers.
Yeah, man. How the goddamn Avengers gonna leave us, man? We already lost Black Panther. We gonna lose Hawkeye too? Come on now.
Unbelievable.
This shit ain't right, dog. But yeah, man, we're gonna talk about all that, man. Man, we're gonna get into our thoughts and feelings about last night as well, man. Buffalo Bills safety, DAMAR HAMLIN, man. If you saw that live, man, that was probably the scariest, most surreal thing I've ever watched in live action before, Lee. Did you watch the game last night?
I did not. I I don't because everything's on ESPN now, right?
Yeah.
So I don't subscribe to ESPN or the app or anything like that. So I didn't watch it live. I heard about it. I think I heard.
Oh, game in a lost lead, man. But yeah, definitely. As we get Lee back and my other folks will be joining us here, man. Y'all share your thoughts, man. Share your thoughts and comments about what happened last night, man. Like I said, it was so tragic, man. Such a freak accident that happened, man.
Sorry.
Yeah, yeah.
My
You
bad.
were so caught up in your emotions, that you popped off the screen, man. That's how caught
But
up you were, dog.
I heard once I heard about it. I don't remember exactly I think I was just like outside smoking, and I heard about it, and I immediately did not want to see it. I've it's and credit ESPN. I can't find videos. I mean, I'm not necessarily out here looking,
Mhm.
but I can't find video of it anywhere.
Yeah.
And that's a good thing.
Right.
That is a
Right.
very good thing,
Right.
because I don't want to relive stuff like that, and think that, I don't want to think the worst.
Yeah.
Um, I will say this. Shout out to everybody that donated to his toy drive. I think it's up to 4
Mm.
million,
Yeah, for the
you know,
5 million now.
up
Yeah.
to 5 million. So
Yeah.
shout out to everybody that donated for that. Positive vibes his way. Uh, and I think the biggest thing, um, for everybody, but specifically for black men and women, make that appointment to get a physical from the doctor.
Man, what?
Make that appointment to go get a
Definitely,
physical.
man.
I think
Definitely.
everybody is so caught up in, oh, I got to, working out and new me, new year, new me, all that stuff. The first thing you need to do is go to the doctor and go on and get checked out, you know, get everything, get the blood, the cholesterol, the full works, you know, talk about your aches and pains,
Right.
all of that stuff.
Yeah.
Um, I know that's what I did. I did it on my birthday. I turned 45 in December. So,
You old as
uh,
shit.
I'm old, old.
Yeah.
I'm old, old.
You getting up there, my guy.
But I started thinking, and I don't really want to get on a tangent with this, but it
Mhm.
was even before I turned 45, because I started working out seriously in the summer, and I was like, I need to make some changes because my father lived to be 53, if memory serves me correctly, so early 50s, so he was gone way too soon. And I'm hearing all of these stories, like so many people are just, or I'm mid 40s now, and it's
Right.
like, oh my god, in some cases I was like, how much time do I have left? I don't really think about that, but I didn't listen to the band that much, and I can't remember his name, but the drummer from a band called Modest Mouse
Mhm.
passed away. He was
Mm.
45,
Mhm. Yeah.
from I believe it was
Yeah.
cancer.
Yeah.
So I last summer I was like, ooh, I need to really start paying attention to my weight, to what I eat, and really start taking care of myself. And shout out, let me send her a link because I don't think she knows that we live right now. But shout out to Sheila,
Mhm.
because she was the one that had the brilliant idea of, hey, let's go to kickboxing, you'll have fun, and dragged me in there,
Mhm.
and been doing it ever since. So she was really definitely the catalyst for getting me to do this thing,
Right.
and really start taking care of myself
Right.
in
No
a way
doubt.
that I really need to.
No doubt. Absolutely. And we all do. And like I said, to bring it back to what happened last night with DAMAR, you basically, and I could just imagine, man, being a family member, being a brother, being an uncle, a nephew, you know what I'm saying? And you're watching your family member literally die, almost die. He did die for a few. Let's be real. He was gone for a few minutes until they brought him back to life. Okay,
Yes,
they were able to give him CPR. They brought the defibrillators out, shocked his heart to get it going again. Like we literally watched a man die on the field for several minutes.
yes, yes,
You know
yes,
what I'm
yes.
saying? I I I was watching the game and I got up. I was cooking last night. All right, before y'all got anything smart to say, I did cook last night. All right, Shubbly. All right, I was cooking last night. I was watching the game, and I actually heard the hit, right? But I didn't think nothing of it. And then, all right, so I glanced back at the TV, and I see, oh boy, he's on the ground. And they showing the replay, and you literally see him make the tackle, even though T. Higgins really, brought T. Higgins really brought that hat, with the impact there. But you saw him make the tackle. He gets up. He's trying to get himself together. He wobbles. At first, I'm thinking, I'm sure along with everybody else in America, I'm thinking, head concussion, and he just fell back, just lifeless, just fell back, lifeless, hit his head on the turf. But the way he fell, you're like, that's not a concussion. That's something else going on.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And that's all we hear about, CTE, concussions. But to see a player have cardiac arrest on an NFL field on Monday Night Football, you know what I'm saying? Like, even for me, man, I try to act tough, be a gangster, and all that. But even I was emotional watching that, man, because you can never fathom the thought. You literally watching somebody die. Even though in the back of our minds, we all know that's the risk that these NFL players take. But to see it actually play out live and in living color in real time on your TV, I've never seen anything like that in my life, and I hope to never see anything like that again, bro. Because I'm literally praying for him also. I was praying for him as soon as I saw him on the ground, and I saw the look on the faces of Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs. Like, you see grown men bawling, crying. That's what you do. This is not your normal injury. You know what I'm saying? And that's when shit got real, man. And like I said, I prayed for him. I'm sure everybody across the country was praying for him, man. Because, like, I literally thought I just watched a man die playing football.
You know what? And it's terrible that I'm going to bring this up because of the situation. And this is something that I hadn't thought about in years. And it was something that I watched live. I don't know if you remember, if you've ever heard of a basketball player from Loyola Marymount named Hank Gathers.
Of course, Hank Gathers, sure.
I watched that game.
Yeah.
I remember watching that game.
You remember watching it live? That happened in 1990? Yeah.
I was watching that game.
Yeah, because you were probably about 25 when that happened. Yeah, go ahead.
It's 22. Anyway, I was watching that game. I remember I was watching that game because the winner was going to play Michigan in the next game. Okay. So I was watching that game, and first off, Hank Gathers was awesome.
He was a baller, man.
Awesome. I don't know what kind of a pro he was going to be.
He would have been nice, though. He would have been nice.
He was incredible.
Yeah.
And a lot of people at the time, we were so insensitive in the early 90s, but to, like, everyone would always joke, like, he died the way he played because he did a alley-oop dunk and then fell and dropped.
Yeah.
And that was it.
Yeah, man. I don't remember watching the game live. Of course, I remember seeing the highlights and hearing about the story back then, man. And man, like I said, that was crazy. The thing about, like, back then, he literally dropped right there on the court. He was gone. Also, remember, we didn't see this, but remember the Boston Celtics, Reggie Lewis? Reggie Lewis died in a similar fashion also, man. But this happened like it's like during the summer, though. He was playing some pickleball with some guys. But Reggie Lewis died in a similar fashion as well as with Hank Gathers there, man. But
real quick,
like I said, to bring it home, man. Like, you just don't think you would ever see something like that, man.
Do you know how to do CPR? Are you CPR certified?
I am not, but after seeing that last night, I definitely want to learn, man. And as we welcome in Brandon Steele, what's going on, B?
We tried to be tender and emotional.
I'm trying to have a serious moment here, man. He's coming in. But
I ain't know what y'all talking about.
You know what we're talking about, man. We're talking about what happened last night. But and Lee also, like I said, I definitely want to learn CPR. But I'm gonna tell you who the real heroes and who the real MVPs are last night. The team officials, the team doctors, the medical staff that were able to rush on that field and knew exactly what to do, knew exactly what was going on to get that young man's heart back, jump and get back in rhythm again. Because Lee, I can picture a scenario maybe just 5 years ago where NFL teams may not have been suited that quickly to be able to respond to an emergency that fast. And that young man, if this would happen 5 years ago, 10 years ago, he may not be with us right now. You know what I'm saying? But there was an initiative within the last few years to make sure that each team's medical staff knew exactly what to do in certain emergency situations, man. So big ups to those team doctors, the Cincinnati Bengals medical staff, all the people that were responsible for resuscitating him and getting that young man's heart going again and getting him rushing him to the hospital. You know, he's still with us in critical condition right now. But Lee, 5 years ago, I'm not sure if he's still with us if this would happen, man.
Look, you always think about what you would do in that type of situation. You always want to be like, oh, I'll be the action hero in that situation. It's crazy. I know one time I was bartending at a club that no longer exists, and one of the customers had a seizure
Oh wow.
at the club, and everybody was it was the craziest thing ever, because everybody was just gathering around this person while she was having a seizure, and I was like, what's going on? And then it's that moment where you just kind of exhale, and then you just kind of jump into action. I ran
Right.
in. Thank
Yeah.
goodness my mom is a nurse, so I
Oh wow.
grabbed things from her,
Right.
and I knew what to do at that moment. When
That's
it was
love.
all over and the
Yeah.
adrenaline died down, I was like, yeah, I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah.
Who is it? Michael, talking about his high school teammate in 96, and I can attest to that. That's when I graduated high school. You didn't see, and hopefully you see it now, but when I was in high school, you did not see paramedics hanging out at the football games just because they needed to be there in case something happened. They actually had trainers that were hired at the schools that I worked at. Thankfully, nowadays, you'll see a little ambulance at a corner of
Yeah.
in the corner of the football
Right.
field,
Right.
just in case, because
Yeah.
I mean, it's wild. These things
It
happen.
it does, man. And like I said, I think the initiative was more so geared towards head injuries, concussions, being able to respond to them as quickly as possible, man. But in addition to that, they're also trained for heart attacks, cardiac arrest, things of that nature as well, man. Like I said, I don't think enough praise can be heaped upon that medical staff, man. You know what I'm saying? The way they swooped into action to save that young man's life, man. Like, and I'm not sure. Like I said, I'm not sure if a few years ago if that would have happened that fast, man. But they knew exactly what to do, and they were able to get the help he needed, man. And Brandon, I'm sure by now, uh, have heard what happened there, man, and maybe have seen videos. Dog, what were your thoughts on that? And then also, I want to shift the conversation as well, and I want everybody that's watching right now to comment, man. Y'all share your thoughts about what you saw last night on the field as well, man. Your thoughts and prayers, I'm sure. It's for DAMAR HAMLIN, man, but it's also share your fears as well as far as your children. Like after seeing something like that, you guys who have sons probably already had reservations already in regards to your son playing football, man. After seeing that last night, does that further, just further as far as saying, hey, you know what, you're not playing football. After seeing something like that last night, Brandon, let's say, if your son was playing football or whatever, man, or wanted to play football, would you definitely try to, shift him from football to play another sport? How would you feel about it, man?
No, I probably wouldn't. I mean, because you got to think about how many times has this happened in a lifetime. And then, first off, before I say anything else, I do know CPR. We required to know CPR at my job, which everybody should be CPR certified. If you're dealing with people or around people, you need to know how to do CPR. Even if you kind of think you're doing it right, at least try to attempt. But just like Elise said, the girl who had the seizure at the club, I guess that standing around holding up your phone probably started back then or something, because people just initially want to just pull their phone out and start recording instead of trying to save a person's life, because I mean they would expect for somebody else to do that to their loved one. But yeah, I do send my condolences out, to the family. I know he's not dead or anything, but I mean he's in critical condition.
Still, right.
And
Still.
and it's not just football, but this can happen in any sport, any type of contact sport. This can happen. It can happen in boxing, it can happen basketball, or anything. But if your child does decide to partake in sports, I think that everybody, it should be a requirement that people, there should be some people around that's certified to be able to to do CPR, in case something does happen.
Absolutely, man.
And it's not that it's not that expensive to get CPR certified. It
No, it's really not.
And depending upon the job, they'll pay for it. They'll pay for it. Good for 2 years, you get it. In some cases, in my case, at the school that I'm currently at right now, I didn't have to pay for it, and we got out of work for I think it was for a day, even though the class was only 5 hours. The class was 5 hours. I had 3 extra hours to just do whatever.
Yeah,
I think that even if you don't have the class, everybody has some type of small knowledge about how to, give CPR. It's all about chest compressions and stuff like that. And I mean, if you never took the class, everybody knows you're supposed to tilt the head, just give compressions. I mean, at least attempt to do it. Because you just never know. How just those little compressions or whatever, just the lack of knowledge that you may have with CPR, that can still potentially save somebody's life.
Exactly, because you just never know, and that's a great point, Lee. I definitely want to get certified now after seeing that. Like you said, just being around people, being in social environments, you just never know. And also, I want to take it a step further. I want to learn how to swim, man. You know what I'm saying? Just because you just never know in those situations, man. Like I feel like if push came to shove, I can manage, but I want to be trained enough to really get out there. You know what I'm saying? And if I had to save somebody, my child or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like I'll be, I'll be good out there, man. I ain't trying to be Aquaman. I just want to be, suitable enough to get out there and save somebody if I need to, man.
Oh, dolphin looking at him.
Something in the water looking at
him. I say y'all, man. Hey, but shout out to everybody that's tuned in right now. Hope you guys are having a great start to your new year, man. What up, Sheila? What did Sheila say? You'd be surprised by how many people don't know any basic CPR skills. It's not something that's pushed at all. You're right, man. Shout out to Toy. What's up, Toy? Toy Daniels. With my dog Chris, always checking in with us, man. Hey Mike, shoot me your email, man. We'll get you on, man. Shoot me your email so you can share your thoughts about everything that's going on, man. So so we're talking about Buffalo Bills safety DAMAR HAMLIN, who suffered that tragic accident, tragic injury last night. On the field, man, suffering a cardiac arrest, having to be rushed to the hospital in critical condition right now. And guys, it'll probably be days before we truly know his condition and his long-term prognosis, man. And everybody loves to speculate. I'm hearing, ESPN pundits, different sports reporters, all these type of people talking about, wouldn't that be great if he's able to recover and he'll be able to play football again? Fuck that. Fuck, playing football should be the last thing. If he's able to walk and talk at this point, after this, that should be the last thing on his mind. He should never want to play football ever again. the biggest hope at this point is that he's functional 100%, is able to walk and talk, has full brain activity, because guys, he lost oxygen to his brain for several minutes.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Oxygen
So just I just hope his cognitive skills at this point will be able to come back. Right.
Damaged heart tissue.
Yeah.
So
that's crazy, man.
So, so what generally happens in a situation like that when it's another opponent that causes that injury? What happens to them? It's just basically an accident.
Right, it's a free accident. Yeah, because the guy that got hurt was on defense. He's making the tackle. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like he was coming full force to bring the pain. He got hurt. Like the offensive player brought the pain to him. Literally. You know what I'm saying? But it was a freak accident. Of course, the offensive player didn't have no intention of hurting anybody or do that would happen. You know what I'm saying? He's just as messed up too about this. T. Higgins. Hearing reports about him having to be consoled by his mother and everything after the game. Because just thinking about that he caused, accidentally caused such great injury to another player, man. It's just a freak accident. It was so unfortunate, man. And like I said, I'm so glad that the medical staff swooped in to save his life. And also, even though it took a while, the NFL canceling the game. Also, you got to give credit to them as well, man.
How do you feel about Skip's comments about?
I'm glad you brought that up. I'm glad you brought that up, because I was actually about to transition to talk about Skip Bayless, man, because you saw so many people had thoughts and comments about tweeting about what happened to DAMAR HAMLIN, and would leave it to Skip Bayless, Tales from the Crypt looking ass, to say some dumb ass shit, man. I don't know if you guys had a chance to see it, man. I didn't get a chance to save it to show you guys on the screen, but I'll read it. I'll read it to you what he had to say. And I get what he was trying to say. It was just worded terribly. And being Skip Bayless, he doesn't get the benefit of the doubt in these situations, man. I'll read to you what he said, his tweet that caused such an uproar after what happened last night. Skip Bayless said in his tweet last night, "No doubt the NFL is considering postponing the rest of this game, but how? This late in the season, a game of this magnitude is crucial to the regular season outcome, which suddenly seems so irrelevant." And then as soon as he tweeted that out, they was on his ass like I've never seen before. Black Twitter was on him, different athletes, celebrities, everybody was lighting Skip Bayless' ass up, because it seemed as if he didn't care about DAMAR HAMLIN being on the ground. He was more concerned about the game, the magnitude of the game, the playoff seedings and everything. Lee, Brandon, what were y'all's thoughts about Skip Bayless, man? Like, I understand what he was trying to say, but the fact that he's been such a hater over the years, man. He's the biggest LeBron hater. And you saw Shannon Sharpe ain't really cool with him also, because Shannon was not on the show today. So I'll start with you, man. Lee, what were your thoughts about what Skip said?
Like I always tell my students, the way that you phrase things matter. The way that you word things matter. And for someone that has been for him to be in the journalism game for as long as he's been in the game, he should know better. He should know better. He should proofread your own shit. It's that simple. I got to read this real quick because I just saw this, and you probably have this. Oh no, you probably seen this. What Des Bryant said in response. So, and I quote: "Athletes, you see this bitch? Fuck the money, fuck the endorsements, fuck the fake ass lifestyle. It took the NFL entirely way too long for them to cancel the game. We are humans, athletes. We ain't no damn superheroes. I love y'all forever. We need us. Let's truly learn what it means. Prayers, High Hamlin." That was from Des Bryant.
Yeah, man. Like I said, Des, a whole lot of people had quite a mouthful to say about Skip Bayless last night. And I was tuned in, even though I was on my way to work. I had my earbuds in and I was listening to his show, Undisputed, on Fox Sports, man. I was listening to it this morning just to see what he was going to say, right? And you could tell, like, he probably been up all night thinking about what he was gonna say, and you can just tell like he was really going through it, man, and deservedly so. Like Skip Bayless is cool. He's cool in what he does. He's great. He's great at what he does, right? That's why he's been in the business for so long. But he's tone deaf, like Sheila was saying. And Skip Bayless, like, he just has this. I don't know the best way you could describe it, Lee. Like, he sees athletes as like these Marvel superheroes, right? Like they can't show no emotion.
No, look, I'm gonna say what you probably too scared to say. He sees them as fucking slaves, as buck mandingo fucking slaves.
I don't know if I go that far, Lee.
No, I will. I'm gonna go that far because he skirts around it. He doesn't say it directly, but he skirts around the idea of athletes as human beings, athletes with personality, athletes with feelings. Because again, you could go and look at how he talks about how he talks about Tim Tebow during the whole Tim Tebow mania. He talked about Tim Tebow like he was the second coming.
I remember.
But it's very rare. He doesn't talk about black quarterbacks the same way he talks about. Look at how much dick he sucks with Tom Brady. And
I get to there. Yeah.
I love Tom Brady. Right. That's my Michigan guy. But even I will acknowledge the levels, because remember, he had that situation with Shannon about Tom Brady and him showing the fact that he's 45 years old now.
Exactly. He loves three players. Skip Bayless loves three players in this world. He loves Tom Brady, he loves Tim Tebow, and he loves Michael Jeffrey Jordan. Those three players can never do no wrong in his eyes. And everybody else is kind of like, eh. But and this vitriol that he's had for LeBron over the years. Now, this is where I definitely get off as far as, with Skip there. I disagree completely. The way that he comes at LeBron, like, I know he's doing it as far as to be the hot take and, to pretty much, he has made his career off of hating on LeBron. But you know what I'm saying? Like, and that's the crazy part about it. Like, he's really made a living off of talking shit about LeBron when LeBron has done nothing but be maybe the second greatest player in the world, second greatest player of all time. like
I don't know about that.
I'm sorry. I know how you feel about LeBron.
The way, and I get what you're saying. There's a way to be critical about LeBron, which is what I can be critical about it but still respect him as a player. Mm-hmm. But then there's what Skip does when it comes to LeBron, and there's definitely a difference.
Right. All right. What we not going to do here, guys, is we not going to slander LeBron James. All right. I'm not going to let it happen.
Man, they love doing that shit.
I know. And even though I'm a Michael Jordan guy, true and true. All right. I love me some MJ. I recognize how great LeBron is. Okay. The man is 38 years old. And did y'all see what he did for his birthday, nigga? He put up 47, 10, and 9. Like, what are we talking about right now? LeBron James is the second best player in NBA history. He's the second greatest player of all time. He's going to be the leading scorer in about another month. He's going to be the all-time NBA leading scorer. What we not going to do, Lee, what we not going to do, Chris, all right, Skip Bayless Jr., Skip Bayless the third over here, we are not going to slander LeBron James. Not going to do it. I'm not going to let it happen, man.
I think people who slander LeBron James is like those real hard racists that just won't be moved to like black people at all ever in life.
I'm racist now?
Yeah. It's just like, it ain't nothing you can do. You can say they baby's life, get them a kidney or anything.
Right.
Like, I hate niggers. I still hate niggers.
Yeah, Clayton Bigsby. Yeah. And speaking of, also, we'll talk about this towards the end, as Dave Chappelle. and Chris Rock are coming to Memphis. How about that? That just came out today. January 23rd. It's a Monday. Dave Chappelle, Chris Rock together, one stage, dog. I gotta be there, man. Brandon,
I gotta try to win me some tickets.
Man,
Brandon, what's up, bro?
I'm gonna do what I can, man. I'm gonna do what I can to help you.
All right,
because look, crazy. I mean, I don't know, and on Saturday we could talk more about this LeBron thing. I want to move on from that. I actually want to address what Sheila said about do you think that Shannon's a sellout? No, I personally don't think so. I think he did the right thing because again, he's a former player, and that's another thing. That's another thing that's so important. He's a former. He did it all. Hall of Famer, Super Bowl champion, multiple Super Bowl champion. He knows how violent the sport is. So for the Skip Baylesses, for even though he didn't say anything negative about it, but the Stephen A. Smiths of the world to come in and yes, they are entitled to their opinion, but they never. Skip especially, he ain't never laced it up and went down on the field and took a hit from a 250-pound linebacker, or had to block a 6'6", 300-pound tackle or something like that. He's never had to do it.
Right.
So absolutely. I think Shannon not being there was to save his job and to not eviscerate Skip, because I don't think Shannon would have tried to fight Skip or anything like that, but it would have just been. I also think it would have painted him as the crazy, angry black man.
Right. Yeah. That's
if he would have been on.
Right. There. That's a great point.
So I don't think he's a sellout. I think that was self-preservation.
Yeah. Now, I will say this. I will say this, because I always disagree with Leo on certain things, man, when it comes to these type of topics. Now, like I said, I give Skip his props as far as being 30, 40 years in the business. Like, that takes some type of talent, right, to do that. Even though he's a fucking hater, and he only loves 3 players. Everybody else, he's pretty much, hit or miss with. But Shannon Sharpe, I love Uncle Shay sometimes, but he does have some coon tendencies as well, man. I'm just saying, Shannon Sharpe does have some coon tendencies also sometimes. You know what I'm saying? But you can say the same thing about Stephen A. Smith also. I think, and I hate to say it, man, I don't know if you could be 100%, black man soul on those type of TV shows. They're not going to allow it. Like, no. I think all those guys have a little bit of, a little bit of sellout in them. You know what I'm saying?
No, I don't know. No, look, man, you need them checks.
When keeping it real goes wrong, right?
You need them checks. Even and I don't follow him on Twitter anymore. But he at the time was one of my favorite. Well, 2 people at the time were 2 of my favorite hot take sports journalists, Bomani Jones and Jamel Hill.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
They were speaking their mind. I think Bomani still does. I think the reason that Bomani can now, he getting some of that Showtime money. Like, he got his own show on Showtime.
HBO money. Yeah.
The HBO money. So, you getting them checks there.
Right.
Jamel Hill had to go and start her own thing.
Right. Definitely, so, man. Like I said, I love Jamel. Yeah, I love Michael Smith also. But at that time, when keeping it real goes wrong, he's on Peacock, and he does stuff with Thursday Night Football also. Oh, okay. With Amazon Prime. Yeah, so he's still doing his thing. Jamel's doing her thing. She had to create her own lane, But at that time, ESPN was just not trying to have, 2, pro-black sportscasters at that time. I think now they could have probably gotten away with it. I don't know if ESPN was ready back in 2016 for Jamel Hill and Michael Smith at that time.
Look, even Jalen Rose, one of my favorite basketball commentators, he dropped a dime about the whole Emeka Udoka situation, and then literally right after commercial break came back and apologized.
Y'all forgot about Shaq.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Shaq ain't doing nothing to mess up his money. You know what I mean? Him and Charles Barkley. They not gonna be outspoken. They not gonna say anything crazy out the way. Like they about their money. And you know what? I get it. You know what I'm saying? I understand. You know, you bought your money. Same way Michael Jordan is. Even though I love Michael Jordan to death, right? Michael Jordan is never ever gonna say anything controversial because he ain't trying to mess up his shoe money. You know what I'm talking about at this point? But just imagine if he would have had the same bravery that Muhammad Ali did back in the day. Imagine Michael Jordan, the great player, and embodied with the same personality, the same sacrifice, the same humanitarianism as Muhammad Ali. Just imagine, we love Michael Jordan now. Just imagine how much more elevated he would have been. You know what I'm saying?
I don't
like
know.
if he would have had the same spirit. Yeah.
I don't know if you probably don't, because it's a superhero show, so you guys are too cool for that. But on Amazon, there's a show called The Boys, and if you haven't watched it, it's a great show.
I love The Boys. What are you talking about? We talked about this before.
It's a superhero show, JC.
But it's like the craziest superhero show you ever seen in your life.
But anyway,
superhero shows.
Yeah,
one of the quotes.
Don't put us in the box.
Just because we don't know the complete origin of Batman.
Right.
You don't know the complete origin of Batman? There have been 850 movies.
No, the complete origin of Batman's granddaddy and shit.
Well, go ahead and finish your point, man.
There's this quote that I saved on my phone. It kind of fits this. Edgar in The Boys, he says, "I can't lash out like some raging entitled maniac. That's a white man's luxury." It's such a great quote. It's such a great quote from that show, and it really exemplifies how you see ultimately anything. But if we're talking just strictly sports and we're talking sports broadcasters, we see a lot of white men, a lot of older white men, that when they're talking, I can't remember his name, and I'm glad I don't. I don't want to give him no shine. But when Serena had finally called it a career, I couldn't remember this dude. It was on Stephen A's show. They were going back and forth about if she's the greatest of all time, and this dude had the fucking nerve to bring up Steffi Graf, who was great in her day.
She was right.
But last time I checked,
23
is more than, or 22
is
more than 18.
Right.
And the main thing that he said was because she's the only player to win a calendar Grand Slam, or calendar Golden Slam, which is where you win all 4 slams and the gold medal.
Got you.
But you see that, and when I see stuff like that, and I see the person of color counterpart advocating for the person of color athlete, it's always they have to be very calm, and but what about and this and that and the other, to go into the political realm, when Kamala Harris, Vice President Kamala Harris, had her debate with what's his name, with Pence.
Right.
Everything that people were talking about, especially minority journalists, had to put a point of emphasis on was how calm she had to be.
No doubt. Yeah.
And that's crazy.
It is, man. It really is, man. Hey, I want to get everybody's thoughts and comments, man. Thanks to everybody that was commenting on the show tonight, man. Like I said, I want to get everybody's thoughts in, man, the comments about everything that's going on, especially about what happened last night, man. I want to bring in my guy, man. We've had him on before, man. Mike, what's up, baby? My dog.
What's
Mike
up, bro?
What's up, man? How you doing? Happy New Year, bro.
Good, man. Same to you.
Yes, sir, man. Hey, let's dive right into it, man. What were your thoughts? What were your thoughts about what happened last night, man, with Buffalo Bills safety DAMAR Hamlin?
Man, it was scary. Like I said in the comments and said that high school teammate of mine, it was called cardiomyopathy,
Yeah,
and it just brought back memories. It was scary,
yeah, 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 definitely,
because
man.
I was sitting there on the field and watched him get carried off, and the fact that they would even think about continuing the game was just horrific.
Yeah, it was crazy, man. You know what I'm saying? Like there should never even been a thought about trying to finish that game last night, man. And Mike, you got sons, right?
I have one son.
One
Yes,
son. Okay, one son. All right. How old is your son now?
he is 12.
12. Does he play football?
He wants to this year.
How you feel about it now, man?
I I'm not going to tell him not to
Hmm.
because this is the way we were raised out here in the South.
Hmm.
But I have concerns,
Yeah, yeah.
and I know you have a son as well.
Hmm.
But it's one of those things that's you're on the fence,
Right, right.
you know.
Absolutely, absolutely, man. Definitely, man. Like I said, it's just a thing to think about when you have kids, man. They're out here playing sports now. Like there's so many things you already worry about, and now when you start playing football, you always start, okay, well, there's a chance of concussions, of broken limbs, broken arm, leg. But now when you add in that, my child could possibly have a heart attack, you know what I'm saying? Like you just like it's not even worth it to me at this
Well,
point,
I don't think that that's related to football necessarily.
Hmm.
What happened with the young man last night?
Hmm.
I think that was something that he already had. It was
Hmm.
just undetected.
Hmm.
I don't think that had anything to do with the physical aspect of
Yeah,
football.
no doubt. Yeah. And
So,
we'll find out. We'll find out in the days to come, weeks ahead, if he had any underlying conditions, anything of that nature going on that could have led, to the cardiac arrest there, man. But yeah, Mike,
yeah.
I'm so glad you were able to jump on with us, man. You got any more thoughts on anything, real quick, man?
Oh no, man! I love you all show.
Thank you,
You
brother.
know you're my boy,
Always, always, man. Yes, sir, man.
but
Yeah,
just
hey, man,
wanted
I'm,
to
I'm
jump
gonna hit
on
you up,
and
man. I'm gonna hit you up. We gotta link up
yeah.
soon, bro.
Do what now?
We got to link up soon, man. I'm gonna definitely
Yes,
hit you up,
sir.
man. All right.
Absolutely. Thank you,
All right,
buddy.
man.
I
Appreciate you, man.
appreciate it.
Hey, man. Keep watching, my guy.
I got you.
Yes,
Thanks,
sir.
guys.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's my main man right there, Mike P, man. Yeah, good dude right there, man. Joining in, man. Just wanted to share his thoughts about last night, man. And I would love to get Panisha's thoughts on this. Panisha, if you can, man, I would love for you to join, man. Join the show tonight because y'all know Panisha has brothers that have played in the NFL. You know what I'm saying? She had two brothers that I know of that played in the NFL, man. So, Panisha, if you're free, man, I would love to get your thoughts, for a few minutes about what you saw last night and you being a sister of brothers that play in the NFL. Like, I'm sure it's been, situations where your brothers have been hurt on the field. And, what was your thoughts, that were going on, while they were out there, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, like I said, man, great, good stuff going on tonight. So like I said, we got so much to get into, man. Of course, we're gonna run. This show definitely going past 8 o'clock. All right. So I gotta pay y'all overtime. So you know what I'm saying? Y'all go ahead and get your time cards ready now, man. I'm gonna pay y'all overtime tonight, man. But like I said, we just in the third day of 2023. We had the tragedy last night with DAMAR Hamlin. I'm thinking about the NBA player, DAMAR Hamlin. And we got to talk about what happened January 1st. Gangsta Boo is gone, bro. The Memphis queen, the hip hop legend herself, Gangsta Boo, tragically has passed away. And she was, I believe, at the age of 43, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, Gangsta Boo is gone, bro. We still don't know the cause of her death yet, right?
The speculation is overdose.
Speculation.
Yeah. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And we know, you know, she I'm not gonna say she glorified drug use, but she was a participant, you know what I'm saying, in drug use, you know, and you know, it doesn't make it any, you know, less sad. You know what I'm talking about? It's just you know, you just never know what somebody's going through. Also, you know, in that situation, man, or what could have been, you know, like I said, I don't even want to speculate as far as what it may have been, you know, she used or whatever to cause her to overdose, man. But I also want to focus on her, you know, as far as her being a legend, her being a trailblazer for the Glorrillas, you know, all the other female hip hop artists that have come, you know, after her, you know, that saw her as a big influence, man, and thought they could do what she did, man. So, Brandon, I want to throw it to you, my guy. You know, you being born and raised here in Memphis, man. What were your thoughts on the passing of Gangsta Boo?
I was literally shocked, man. And, you know, and for it to happen at the beginning of the year, I had made a post earlier that, you know, 2023 is going to be a great year. Just find a way to try to inspire people this year, man. You know, stop all the hate. And then it's like we're losing people like just like this. And mostly we're losing people because, you know, because of drug use. Now, I don't judge people by their recreational activities, but sometimes you have to, you know, just take a look at yourself and your life and everything and just kind of like just go away with all that stuff, man. There's too many people that we losing over drugs, and drugs not what they used to be no more. You know, so your local drug dealer is lacing your shit with some shit that you don't want to have, you know. So and I was talking to Mookie earlier today, and you know, Mookie was in the medical field, and she basically said that fentanyl, one hit can take you out because it stops your lungs.
Yeah.
You know, and so I think that people are better educated, you know, and knowing what these drugs do to you, then maybe they'll have a second thought about actually using it, you know, because it's real tragic out there. If you're not losing people to drugs, you're losing people to these infinities, driving you off the road.
Right.
People getting ran over like daily on a daily basis. You know, so I just hope things get better for 2023, man.
Man, it's got to, man.
We need it, man.
I'm telling you, it's got to get better, man. Who was the other rapper recently, like a week or two ago, that passed away? Big Scar?
Big Scar, yeah.
Yeah, like was it?
So icy.
Yeah. Similar situation, right? As far as OD, you know, may have been fentanyl use as well. I'm not
more than likely.
Definite. Yeah, more, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, so
I know because we know some crackheads and they still around, you know. So.
That's what Boosie said, right? Yeah. but why even do crack? Just smoke weed, man. Like, why you even want to do crack though?
You can't even do the weed because it's laced with fentanyl too. You know,
just grow your own shit. Grow your own.
That's the best option.
Here's the solution.
Don't do drugs.
Make it all legal. When you make it all legal and the government regulates it, take, for example, alcohol, then you take the power away from the drug dealers that can lace things with this and that and put bleach in the crack or whatever the fuck they do. I don't know. But you look at and I if you're gonna do drug, do you know what I mean? But I always look at decriminalization and legalization of drugs when it comes to other countries and how it works. I wish I could have more time to really study it, but just from the light research I've done, Statistically, it's better. You create these centers where people can go and do their drugs in a controlled environment. It actually leads them away from doing drugs. It actually it makes it safer. Um, from some of the stuff with Gangsta Boo that I've read, it's the fentanyl was laced with weed. Now, if medical, if recreational and medical marijuana was legal in Tennessee, we probably aren't even talking about this, especially if it was recreational. Go to a dispensary, hit it up, boom, boom, boom. You ain't got to go through some secondhand motherfucker who passed it down here and passed it down there and all of that stuff.
Right. Right.
I am not saying, and I have to say this like probably 8 billion times, just in case in some strange way someone that I work with sees this. I am not saying that we should all go out and do drugs. I am not saying that. But what I am saying is, since the government wants to be all up in an ass for everything, if you make drugs legal or decriminalize, there's a difference between the two. I ain't going to get into it, but let's just talk about making drugs legal, have the government regulate it. You might fucking save some lives because shit'll be clean. Shit'll be right. The correct amount of dosage. Shit'll be regulated. You can only get this much per day.
I don't think that'll happen, Lee. And you know, the government makes money off death, so I don't think they'll really do that.
Well, it's probably not this year, probably in 2025. I think there'll be some statistics because that's what they did in Oregon. I want to say they legalized drugs in Oregon. I think they either legalize it or decriminalize it. I'm not 100%, but you know, it takes like 3 to 5 years to get some statistics. So there might be some stuff happening like at the end of 2023, but we'll probably have some numbers in 2025 about how that's working out for them.
Which drugs though?
Everything. Everything.
There it is. There it is, man. So definitely, like I said, man, definitely our heart goes out to Gangsta Boo's family, man. You know what I'm saying? Like Gangsta Boo was still, still in the Haven, man. Brandy's still living in Whitehaven. You know what I'm talking about? Like, even though she had a home in LA, she was right there still in the Haven as well, man. So, man, just, you think about all the great songs, 3 6 Mafia, and all the, the memories, where them dollars at, all that, man. Like, she was really like, you had what, Lil Kim, Foxy Brown, you had that whole East Coast thing going, man. But to me, Gangsta Boo, even before Trina came along, like Gangsta Boo was the queen of the South, man. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah.
Gangsta Boo been it for a long time. I think Gangsta Boo joined 3 6 Mafia when it was 666 Mafia. I think she was like 15, 16 years old.
Yeah, man. I used to have a big ass crush on Gangsta Boo where the dollars that video, nigga. For real, man. And then Lee, we all remember the story, Lee. Brandon Lee told he didn't even know who Gangsta Boo was, man.
Why you bring that up, man?
What kind of shit is that, man?
Look, I hang my head in shame.
Yeah.
Every
didn't
day
know who the queen of the South was when she came in, when she looked in your face. And she asked you where the dollars at. Didn't even know who it was.
I was asking her where the dollars at.
Yeah, man.
Are you gonna pay for this?
Right. Yeah, man. I wish I would have been the bartender. You have it wherever you want. Here you want top shelf, you want the VSOP, it's yours. All right. I ain't charging you nothing.
Yeah, you gonna put the code in, the safe code for that. Beep, 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 beep.
Yeah, man. But like I said, crazy times. Man, it's gonna get better. I'm proclaiming 2023 is gonna get better, man. All right. It's not gonna be 2020. Okay, because 2020 might be the worst year ever known to mankind. You know what I'm saying? It might be the worst.
September 11 was pretty bad. 2001 was pretty.
But
bad.
that was one isolated. I mean, like crazy, huge event. But 2020, like it was so much shit happening.
Yeah,
that's a good point.
You had COVID, you had Kobe, you had Trump. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, you had a lot of family members and friends that passed away from COVID.
all the black folks get shot in the ass. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All the social uprisings that were going on, man. All the protests. Yeah, 2020 might go down as the worst year ever known. You know what I'm saying?
In our lifetime.
In our lifetime, yeah.
Let's put it that way.
Yeah, that's a good point. Got to say in our lifetime,
right?
And that whole slavery thing still lingers.
I don't know. JC was born in the '60s, so
no, that was Lee ass. You know that nigga 45 years old, man.
Lee is the elder of the group.
Yeah, I'm like, hey, Brandon. I'm like Kevin Hart when Don Cheadle told him how old he was.
He's like, damn. Damn.
Hey, I still, I still whoop y'all young niggas. I fuck y'all young niggas.
He gonna kickbox us. He gonna put the kickboxing ring. Whoop my ass.
Up in here disrespecting your elders, disrespecting me.
Man, well, speaking of disrespecting elders, man, it's the last little topic, and then we'll get off with the night, man. Ja Morant. Did y'all hear the story about Ja?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, so I knew about the stories way back, maybe like September, something like that. I first heard about the story, but they didn't want to put it out yet because the parents, word on the street was, the parents of the young son, the minor child who they say Ja Morant assaulted on Ja Morant's home basketball court out there in his mansion out there in Eads, Tennessee. Also, have you guys been out to Eads and seen those homes out there? I ain't never been out there just driving around. I should go out there one day. But anyway, yeah, Ja's house happened back in July. Yeah, they were having a pickup game out on his home court. And yeah, one thing led to another. There's disagreement going on. And they say Ja put the foo fops. Put the foo fops on the youngin', man. And yeah, they say police were called. And Ja said he did it in self-defense. But Alex said we weren't there, but my money is on the minor, the teenager is telling the truth in this situation. I think maybe accidentally he did hit Ja with the ball. Ja, being Ja Morant, got heated, got upset, and felt like he did what he had to do. You know what I'm saying? So now the parents are looking for, I heard, a sizable monetary payout for their son's injuries and his trauma of being beaten up by an NBA superstar. Brandon Lee, what would you guys do, man? If that was your child out there, he comes home, he say, Daddy, Ja Morant just put a knot on the side of my head, man. What's the first thing y'all doing, man?
Is it on video?
No video.
That's what mine would have been. Is it on? I mean, I'm gonna protect my son and all of that stuff. I love my son and everything. But yeah, is it on video? Why wasn't it on video? I'm recording everything. If I'm around famous people, I'm recording whatever the fuck. I'm trying to record everything because, and I wish Jasmine was here. Because I think she said that they already settled, like everything is good and done, but we just don't know what the money is. Because, and I mentioned this in our group chat, I said that these people trying to sucker athletes into assaulting them to get money isn't as lucrative as it was in like the late 80s, 90s, the early 2000s. It's not like that anymore. So, I mean, depending on what happened, and we all know, of course, Ja probably has the best of the best of the best lawyers. Because I think that's what I said. I said, hey, from what Jasmine said in the chat, it was the kid threw the ball at Ja and it hit him in his head.
Right.
Now, if I'm a great lawyer, I can spin that like a mug and be like, well, clearly what was going on in the game. So yeah, let me put clearly, Your Honor, during this game, emotions got heated. This young guy was going up against an NBA superstar and was losing. And when that happens, He's 17 years old. He can't control his emotions. He threw the ball at my client's head, hit him in the head. My client took it as an act of aggression and did what people do, defended himself.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, you can
That
definitely,
sound about right.
yeah, if it went there, if you wanted to go to court with it, but something like this, you don't want to go to court with it. You just want to go ahead, pay it out, get it over with, and let it be done. But here's where I think the biggest risk, the biggest problem lies is this is going to be a chink in Ja's armor as far as his, his personality, his social media persona. You know what I'm saying? Like, think about it. Like, I won't be so much worried about that. Like, that's an isolated incident. If it never happens again, nothing ever happens with Ja, cool, right? But you gotta look at your image and your perception out here. Because a lot of people see Ja as fun-loving, doing the gritty, type of player, right? Like they don't want advertisers, Nike, all these people that want to spend money and have Ja advertised for them. They don't want to see Ja as a thug,
right?
See Ja as somebody out here beating up kids. You know what I'm saying, right? You know what I'm talking about?
But you also got to think about he got to kind of build this persona with Memphis people too, because Memphis people is expecting for him to turn Memphis. You know what I'm saying? So maybe he thought that, hey, I need to prove myself, to these folks in Memphis that I'm gangster and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Teenager, man. Come on, bro.
He was the first victim. Hey, and he was probably like, "Hey, who else wants some more?" You saw what I did to him,
right?
Who else wants some more?
Exactly.
Hey, but how do you get on this pickup game? though? That's what I want to know. And who is this nigga anyway?
I need to know who this kid is. I know he's a minor because look,
is it a neighbor? Is he a neighbor or something?
Is he a 5-star?
Like, how the hell you go to John Morant's house anyway?
Right. I'm assuming, maybe it was somebody invited, somebody that really plays for real, somebody that was a neighbor. You know what I'm saying? I would love to know who the kid is. Is he black? Is he white?
Let me tell you something.
You know what I'm saying?
If he let's just speculate for a second. Let's play the speculation game and say he is a middle of the line to top prospect. And Ja was like, "Oh yeah, come on, man. We can play a little pickup game." Like that's the only reason that I could see that being a thing is if he's a prospect or something like that.
Right. Yeah.
Because I mean, as much as Ja is for the people of Memphis, he's still a superstar. Like, you don't get close to no superstars like that.
He is a superstar. Brandon, I want to say something about what you said earlier about proving himself as far as amongst us Memphians. You know who that worked for? Zebo, Zach Randolph, right? Like, when we found out Zach Randolph was out here beating up niggas with pool sticks and doing all kinds of stuff, like, we love that because that is so Memphis and so Zach Randolph. Zach was an all-star. He was a good player, right? But John Morant is a superstar. You cannot have your superstar out here beating up teenagers, man. It's not a good look for him. It's embarrassing. And it's going, like I said, it's a little chink. It's like a little rock, a little pebble that's being thrown at his persona right now. But you don't want to have any more incidents starting to add up because look, Nike just took away Kyrie's whole shit. Kyrie's out here wearing goddamn Shaq. He's wearing Shaq shoes right now. He's wearing Under Armour. He's wearing Spaldings right now. Nike took away all of Kyrie's shoes. Okay,
he wearing Walmarts.
Ja Morant go fuck around and they go take the goddamn Nike swoosh off of his shoes, and he gonna be wearing goddamn XJ 900s out here if he keep doing dumb shit like this. And I don't want to see that, man.
I agree with what Pranisha just said. Kid can't take a little tussle. And I don't want him on
these niggas soft.
Really, guys?
I can't stand these young niggas, man.
Really?
Because look, I'm the type of parent, if my son came to me and I said, "What you do?" That's me. Like, I don't like see what that happened in school. I'm not automatically be like, "Oh, the teacher is picking on my son." Like, nah, I'm be like, "What did you do?" I'm that type of parent. So
we talk like, about Ja Morant. Y'all ever answer the question?
What?
What would you, if that was your son? What would y'all do?
I already answered it. I said if you record it, I have his back.
Okay.
If he didn't record it, then I mean, I get it.
So
I'll ask
what
if he
I'm
do.
getting at,
Well, you know what?
y'all
No, actually,
gonna
hold
sue
on.
Ja?
The first thing, actually, because the key thing is that he's a minor, so he wouldn't have been out there
17.
without me.
He's 17.
No. He getting ready to play a pickup game with Ja Morant. I'm there.
Yeah,
I'm
hell
there.
yeah, I'm there. I'm
100%.
talking to
Okay,
Ja Daddy.
100%.
Yeah, I'm talking to T Morant. I'm out there on the court too.
Because and we don't know if the parent was there. So that's another thing. Because I can only talk about what I would do in that situation. So
Go ahead. I thought I saw, man. I thought I saw.
I can only talk about what I would do in that situation. If I'm there and I'm watching the basketball and it happens, and he, whether it was an accident or not, threw a basketball at Ja Morant and it hit him in the face, I am running my ass and I'm tackling my own son. And I'm getting him the hell out of there.
Hey, could you imagine though? All right, seeing that happen, if it was an accident or whatever happened, Ja get hit in the face, he attacks your son. You come out there on the court to try to stop it, and you get your ass whooped too.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you definitely get your ass whooped. Just think about all the other people that's on the court.
Yeah,
because
Ja's people.
Because somebody jumped in and whooped the 17-year-old too, so it wasn't just Ja.
Right? Yeah. Somebody else jumped in too. Yeah, just imagine that.
The little nigga got jumped.
Right, and you try to break out your kickboxing skills, Lee, and your ass get whooped too.
Because he rolled with some big motherfuckers.
Hey, ain't gonna be no full kick, a quarter kick. I'm like, little ass kick. I've been practicing that all year, and it didn't work out.
I can see it now. I told Lee not to go out there and try to practice a kickboxing move. I told him, yeah.
But no, like I said, if I was out there and I'm watching it, I'm like, oh yeah. Oh shit! I'm running out. I got my hand out. Hey.
Hey man, Chris
got it. He got
Chris
it.
is dumb, dog.
Hey,
dumb.
Hey, what the nigga Will Smith? Shit,
yeah. That Chris, man, you a plum fool, bro. You certified.
Hey, that's the perfect scenario though. That's exactly what happened.
Hey, right, exactly. But speaking of certified fools, Dave Chappelle, Chris Rock coming to the FedEx Forum Monday, January 23rd. It was just announced today. Listen, if Brandon cannot sneak us in, guys, here's what I'm thinking. Everybody's watching right now. We're gonna start up a GoFundMe so that we can all go enjoy the show. I've seen Chappelle before here in Memphis a few years ago when he came to the Orpheum. And that was like a surprise show also. That was announced maybe like a week or two before. But I would love to see Chris Rock. You know what I'm talking about? Like, that's on my bucket list also. I want to see Chris Rock. And to have both of them there, and you said the lowest ticket right now is what, 200 on Ticketmaster? Or probably about $200? Yeah.
You know, it's not too late for you to fill out an application for the FedEx Forum. You might be able to get on in time to go to the show. I'm just saying. Make sure you use my name as a referral. So anybody that's listening, if you want to work for the FedEx Forum, make sure you put me down as a referral. Thank you very much.
Man,
one night and be like, man, this ain't working out. This ain't working out.
Yeah, man. But we gotta be in the building, bro. Brandon, what we gotta do, man? What we gotta do, dog? We gotta get in the building, man.
Man,
you the man. You the man right now.
Hey, Nikki, what can he do? Shit, she been there long. She been there longer than me. So
right, yeah, we gotta holler at Nikki. Nikki, what's up, man? We trying to get in the building, man.
I haven't been to a comedy show since, and I think I mentioned this. I haven't been to a comedy show since Mike Epps was here at the place on Beale Street. It's now, for some strange reason, it's still open, but it's Coyote Ugly now. But it was something else before it became Coyote Ugly. And I saw Mike Epps there, and he was fantastic. He was great.
Wow. Okay, and it wasn't New Daisy, right?
No, it wasn't New Daisy.
All right, okay. So
it's right next to New Daisy.
Okay,
like I said, it's Coyote Ugly now.
Yeah, because I said Coyote Ugly been there for some years now. Okay.
Why is it still open?
They still get money.
Coyote Ugly. Because people just want to jump their ass
Jump on the
top of
bar,
damn
yeah.
bar and shit.
With the cowboy hats and boots and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Like they in the damn movie. That's all. Yeah, man. But yeah, definitely Chappelle, Rock, they coming to Memphis January 23rd. It's a Monday. I wish it wasn't on a Monday though. Man. I'll be trying to get off work and you know what I'm saying? I'm calling in the next day. Fuck it. Yeah, I said it. I'm calling in the next day.
The put it out there, huh?
I put it out there. Yeah.
Tanisha, the floor seats is like almost a G.
Yeah.
They're like $9.90.
But Panisha, you got it. Hey, that might be another option. We just go holler at Panisha. What's up?
I know, right? She used to live up in them jumps at Crosstown.
I'm gonna tell you something real quick.
Panisha, don't you owe me $20?
get y'all as a Kalana account and then buy with that shit. 4 easy payments.
Can we buy on Afterpay? Can we buy 4 payments on Afterpay?
You can buy it on Afterpay. Ticketmaster on there.
Oh, word?
Yeah.
Shit, that might be the move, man. That might be the move.
That's just an option, buddy.
I am not ashamed. What's that about $100 every 2 weeks?
That's better than begging, my nigga. Shit. Hey, so I'm gonna start a GoFundMe. I want to go to James Chappelle and Chris Rock. I want to on my bucket list.
And that's how it would sound. That's what it would look like.
That's
what it look like on the GoFundMe page.
That's real description. That's real my description on there.
A 0% finance or PayPal or something. 6 equal payments or something.
I'm trying to be in the midst of greatness. You hear me? But we'll see. And then also, I'm trying to go to the Grizz game too, man. The MLK Day game. I got some decisions to make, man.
I'm working all this shit and WWE.
I know, man.
And they done fucked around and put your boy on the floor for every game and every event now.
Yeah, B. Yeah, we gotta work something out. We gotta work something out, my guy.
Oh no, dang, B. You get to be on the floor and have all of those superstars be around you.
Yeah.
Damn,
all that sweat slapping me in the face and shit. All the damn.
Hey, man, and speaking of sweat, make sure when you got that FedEx polyester polo on, make sure you put deodorant on, my nigga. Because like I said, I can see you probably be down there, doing this a couple of times, man.
Yeah, you ain't never seen me do that. The only time you seen me probably doing some shit like this when I'm telling somebody, "Hey, get your ass up, get your ass up."
I can see you throwing folks out there. Yeah, I can see you throwing folks out of seats, man. I can see that.
Hey, that's what I liked about being in the terrace in the plaza level because I used to have my little flashlight and shit. I like.
Hey, they got seats 3 and 4. 3 and 4. Come on out there, player. Yeah.
Top flight security of the world.
Come on, bro. You're in the wrong seat, man.
Yeah, man. Hey, man, that's gonna do it, man. Hey, I ain't got no unpopular opinions, man. Do y'all have anything?
The Whitney Houston movie coming out, and I just wanted to say, people consider Whitney Houston as one of the greatest singers of all time, right? Why y'all give Beyonce such a hard time when Whitney Houston didn't write her songs either?
Whoa, nobody. Wait a minute. Nobody gives Beyonce a hard time about not writing a song. Some people don't like Beyonce's voice. It
ain't all about her acting, but people are just. It's so much. It's just like the LeBron hate. It's a lot of Beyonce hate.
There is a lot of Beyonce hate out there.
Brandon is 100% right. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
So so people need to stop that shit about she's an entertainer, but she's this and she ain't that. She don't write her own music. A lot of people don't write their own music. Whitney Houston didn't write her own shit. Luther Vandross didn't write his own shit. A lot of people. Y'all need to stop this shit, man.
We talked about that before. It's not the same thing. Everybody knows that singers don't write their own shit.
Is it?
You know what I'm saying? That criticism used to always be the rapper.
And then Milli Vanilli don't write their shit either.
Okay. Is it fair to say that Beyonce?
I am going to the movies to watch that with you. What you mean?
Is Beyonce the new LeBron? Is Beyonce the LeBron of entertainment?
Hey, because you got to think about it, man. When Beyonce come out with something, it's going to always be some haters talking about, I hate that shit. Yeah, bless my soul. What the I'm sick of hearing that shit.
Beyonce is the LeBron of entertainment.
Put it on TikTok. Every single dance is a damn Beyonce song and shit. Like y'all gotta pick and choose now, man.
it's gonna be interesting with the Grammys because I think she's up for Album of the Year again.
Like nine of them chunks, man.
And so it's always
Leave it to that crazy ass Nikki to always end the show. It's something stupid, man.
Hey, Nick, he got that with that Uchi money.
Yeah. That boy.
Hey,
I see somebody having a good start to the new year. Yeah.
We're doing a podcast at your house, Lee. I'm doing it in front of the piano.
You having a good 2023, ain't it? Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yes,
right?
yes.
Hey, I'm be saying, remember Andre 3000 Al King, like Atlanta,
Come and warm yourself by my fire.
New York.
I got a real quick.
Go ahead, dog.
And this goes with Waffle House Wendy. Ladies and gentlemen, I guess, if you at the club or you at the bar and you vibing with somebody and you getting, they vibing, blah, blah, blah. And that other person is like, ooh, I'm hungry. You want to go get something to eat? Let's go get something to eat. And that person suggests Waffle House. Go with that person because that person can protect your ass. I'm getting sick and tired of women talking about, oh, I need a dude that's like over 6 feet and blah, 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 blah. No, if that man take you to Waffle House, he can fight or he got the strap in the car. That's all I got.
Hey, man, I love seeing these Waffle House fight videos. That is a bright spot of my day. We've been to Waffle Houses 1,000 times. I've never seen an altercation happen at the local. Because
they knew,
they
knew the Kings was in there. That's why.
That too. That too. But I've never seen anything go down. I've seen like a little back and forth or whatever. But that was like between other patrons, right? It was never like the patrons and the wait staff. I've never seen. I want to see a Waffle House fight this one time. Put that on my bucket list. All right, I want to see Dave Chappelle, Chris Rock. And I want to see a Waffle House fight.
I'm gonna tell y'all this: when I do go in Waffle House, my pistol on my side. Just so you know, you're gonna be another hero saving folks when y'all see my ass. I'm with that time, like pow, pow, pow. I'll be like,
I saw something. I think I saw something at IHOP once. But that wasn't. But I was just like, when I saw it happening, I was like, man, I don't want these dry ass pancakes anyway.
IHOP is turning into Waffle House. You see the people that work in there? I'm just saying, man.
Hey, man, I ain't about to say nothing. I ain't saying nothing crazy. Nobody working Waffle House or IHOP. You hear me?
Man, it's something about them breakfast spots, boy.
What?
That's the best. That's the best part of waking up in the morning.
So
breakfast.
Good.
God damn, man,
it's good as fuck. It doesn't matter if you're drunk or sober. It's so good.
Hey, pancakes or waffles? Which one?
Pancakes. I go to Waffle House and I get the waffles, but I'm team pancakes.
Me too.
You know what? I think I'm becoming a waffle guy, man. I'm a waffle guy.
I'm gonna be pancakes for life.
Yeah, man. I'm team waffle over here, man.
I mean, because this is the argument. This is what wins the argument the whole time. JC, you got a waffle maker?
Hell no.
You know goddamn well I ain't got no waffle maker.
I rest my case. Pancakes, motherfucker.
Exactly. And then them damn waffle be dry as fucking or what? Dry ass, crispy ass waffles.
Shit.
Dusty ass, flaky ass.
I'm gonna get one though. Man. I'm putting that on my bucket list too. I'm gonna get a Belgian waffle maker. How about that?
You're gonna use it 2 times. You're gonna use it when you get it. You gonna use it like if we got an ice storm. Be like, oh shit, I could do a waffle.
Man, y'all stupid, man. Stupid.
I don't want my shit sound like when I use my shit. Like, hell no. Frisbee ass nigga.
Hey, B, but hey, you definitely hit on something, man. Beyonce is the new LeBron, man. Beyonce gets so much hate these days, bro. She the new LeBron, man.
How they deal with that shit? And then, like, ain't they worried about like Jay-Z coming after them and shit, man?
That's like, shit. I would think shit.
Jay-Z gonna find your ass, man.
It ain't gonna Jay-Z gonna send somebody to you. You know what I'm saying?
I don't even think he do that. I think he's at the point right now.
He's bleak.
He gonna be like. Hey, he can be like, take their shit off title, but I still get that money.
Real quick, this could be for the next show. But how y'all feel about Gotti finally getting Angela?
Oh, that's a good one. Shit, we can
Finally.
talk about real quick now. Shit.
Finally.
No, let's save it for Saturday
We'll
because
save
I still got to
Saturday?
read up
All
on
right.
it. I got to read up on it.
Hey, you know what? We gonna Saturday. This we're gonna do. We're gonna do shoot your shot Saturday. Hey, everybody gonna comment who their crush is, and we're gonna see what's gonna happen.
Who their celebrity crush is?
No, they Facebook crush or anything.
Okay.
Mm.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I gotta
Wait.
clear it. I gotta clear it with
Nikki off limits. Hold on, where my
I gotta clear it with management.
Clear management. Right.
Not
us.
us.
I gotta check with management too. Shit.
No, not us. Not us.
Everybody else.
We are happily involved.
That's
I'm
right.
talking about our viewers is going to comment.
Well, we got to figure out then. We got to figure out how to do this live so that they can interact with us.
Yeah.
Somebody's going to have the show live so they can comment at the same time, and then we're still going to air it on Tuesday.
Boy,
you're
a genius, boy.
I'll make sure I bring my laptop.
Hey, we getting all the credit. Hey, Panisha tripping.
Yeah. But hey, I will say this. I will say this. This holiday show. I will say this. Hey, the man, he knew what he wanted. It took 7 years, but hey, kids, perseverance pays. Perseverance pays off. All right. He had a crush on Angela. He got Angela 7 years later. There it is. There it is, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Never mind that she didn't want him, in the beginning. Never mind that she had a baby with another nigga. Never mind none of that, all right? Never mind that. The fact is he got her now. That's all that matters.
He got his prize. That's all that matters.
All right? You know what I'm saying?
Is it going to last? Is it going to last?
She said she's happier than she's ever been in her life, man. So,
hey. I hope they play Keith Sweat, make it last forever.
Black love, man. Black love. Hey, man, that's gonna do it for the show, man. Hey, it's been a good one, man. We haven't done this in a minute as far as a live show, man, on Tuesday night. So this was good, man. Feel like we're getting back in the swing of things now. Like Brandon said, make sure you guys join us on Saturday. We're gonna be in our building over there at Dash Memphis, man. Shout out to Laquita Jones, the homie. Her building over there at Dash Memphis, man. We're gonna be up in there Saturday. Shit, we might even invite a few folks over there, man. We might have a little day party or something up in that joint, man. You just never know, man. Y'all stay tuned for that. I'm being y'all inboxes, man, inviting y'all out. Come hang out, kick it with us. You know what I'm saying, on Saturday. But also we'll be going live, man. And you said shoot your shot Saturdays. It's what we're gonna call it. Shoot your shot Saturdays. And we're gonna see what happens, man. I'm curious to see if anybody's gonna be bold, man. Like Yo Gotti was. He shot his shot and
get what you want.
Yeah.
Closed mouth don't get fed.
Closed mouth does not get fed, man.
You guys can do the shots. I'm sober for this month.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah,
get that nigga on Shirley Temple. Shirley Temple. Hey, did you know they got non-alcoholic Stella Rosa?
No, I did not know that.
Yeah, we're gonna get at least some non-alcoholic Stella Rosa.
Yeah. Hey, shut up, nigga. All right, I'll provide food and drinks this time, all right?
Hey, they're gonna bring Happy Meals and shit. Nobody wants that shit. No 4 nuggets. Shit. I can see JC Nat. Yes. Let me get 10 4 for 4s.
Man, I'm gonna take care of y'all. Watch, I'm gonna take care of y'all, man. I'm gonna lay it out for you.
Hey,
hopefully,
I gotta bring my own because
use that $40 another way, JC.
Yeah, I'm gonna
get 10 4 for 4.
Hopefully, we'll have the whole crew. Jasmine, Sharita. Can't wait for Sharita to come through, man. And we're gonna invite some people out, man. We're gonna have a little party, man.
We ain't gonna recognize Sharita when she come back, goddamn. I forgot what she looked like.
Shout out to the homie, man, big sis, Sharita, man. But that's gonna do it, man. It's been a great show. Happy New Year to everybody. I hope your 2023 continues to be great, man. Hope you do great things this year. Whatever dreams, whatever goals you want to go after. Hey, man, as we saw, man, you know, these recent events, life is too short. Life is short. Go do that shit. Go get it. Whatever your heart desires, go for it. All you can do is try, man. You know what I'm saying? All you can do is try. Just see what happens, man. That's all you can do. You know what I'm saying? Why not? Why not, man? But hey, for my guys, man, for the homie Leah Teacher Johnson, for my dog Brandon Steele, for our girls, Jasmine, for our girl Sharita, man. I'm your boy Jonathan C. Smith. And we want to let all you guys know you are all essential as fuck. Everybody that commented on the show tonight. Tony,
Bernicia,
Mike,
hello,
Tanisha,
Mike,
Chris,
Nikki,
Toy, Sheila, Chris, who else? Antonio, man, Marcus, JB, man. Shout out to my dog JB, man. Even though he's a Buccaneers fan, we're gonna whoop y'all ass in the playoffs.
Nikki.
Hey, y'all, I'm scared as fuck about the playoff game coming up. I'm nervous as fuck about the Cowboys playing Tampa Bay, but we'll say that for a whole nother day, man. Right,
Nikki, if you're gonna be there this Saturday, I'm going to bring food. I promise.
We bringing food. We bringing food, man. Y'all come through, kick it with us, man. It's going down, man. Hope everybody has a wonderful night. We out. How about the Cowboys? I'm scared, but hey, after what we saw last night, football really doesn't mean as much as it did. It didn't mean as much as it did yesterday as it does today. You know what I'm saying? It really doesn't mean that much at this point, man. After seeing what happened last night, you know, I watched the game, but I'm not going to be, you know, the way I used to about football, man. You know what I'm saying?
Get CPR certified, everybody.
Yeah.
Get CPR certified and make an appointment to go see your doctor. Get that physical. I'm out.
Physical,
Oh,
man.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
To the physical, definitely, man, for real. But hey, man, we out, man.
Hey, man.
What's up, dude?
I ain't said this in a long time.
Uh-oh.
Let's go to clicks.
Shit. Are they even open, nigga? Are they even open right now?
I think so. I don't know, man. But
Yeah,
shit,
man.
Ain't shit going on.
Hey,
Club
Portia,
don't go
man,
no more.
holler, let me know if it's open, man. You know what I'm saying? We can swing by, right? That used to be the spot right there, bro.
Don't nothing go up on a Tuesday no more, man.
I know, right? Yeah, man. But it's all good, man.
All right, man. Hey,
all right, yeah.
We coming to your house Saturday. We to do some things. I don't know if you want nobody to know what your new endeavors are, but what we talked about, we need to do something.
Don't tell nobody.
Nobody,
man. I want to sneak up on people. You know what I'm saying? Be like, you know.
Yeah.
Learn
how to move, man.
I want to be like,
I ain't tell no secrets.
You know what I'm saying? I want to be like 5 Heartbeats, Eddie Kane, when he jumped out. Bye, fool.
All right, man.
All right, man. Yup.